playoffs, just watching.
Okay, so you were just observing.
I was an observer, you know, you know, when I was at Florida State, we played against Clemson. When I was at Georgia, we played against Clemson. So, you know, they're very similar. And you talk about Deshaun Watson, the guy's a playmaker, a tremendous leader. He can make all the throws. He can hurt you with his feet. He can extend plays. He really puts a lot of pressure on the defense, stretch them vertically and horizontally.
Is he as good of a quarterback as you're going to face?
I would say he'd be up there. He's a really good player.
What do you think of him as an NFL prospect?
That's not my job. I'm just worried about stopping him on Monday night.
What are 2 or 3 areas that you're not going to ever stop him?
That's a big point of emphasis for us. So, you know, we got to go out there and make them.
So much is made of the play you made flying through the air. In your mind, have you made better plays than that? I mean, or is that just the way
It's definitely one of my better plays, but I mean, it's just another play, you know, in the long list of plays I made. So I'm not really focused on that play. I mean, that was a long time ago. I mean, it's definitely something I'll look back on later, but as of right now, I'm not really too worried about that.
pretty good though the first time you saw it?
Yeah, it was.
At the line, when you're dealing with Clemson, what you've seen on tape, how worried are you that their line's going to be able to overpower you guys versus how worried are you that they're going to try to go around you guys, try to feed off, you know, your aggressiveness?
Well, I'm not worried about them trying to overpower me or trying to go around and feed off their aggression. This is about what we do. I mean, I know they call it plays, but we like to think we did take the action. So depending on how we play is going to determine how the game goes up front.
What do you do to dictate the action?
Play aggressive and physical.
Everyone has a different way to this game. Other than yourself, who's the most important person that got you?
I'd definitely say my brother. He's definitely been probably the biggest inspiration of my life.
You feel more motivated? I heard some of the guys talk earlier this week, Minka and the guys, that they put 40 on you guys last year, and you felt like perhaps you shouldn't have given up that many points. Does that motivate you more this time, John?
Oh, it definitely motivates you more whenever you play that badly and get a chance to redeem yourself.
Yeah. Minka said he went home and he was hanging his head, and his mom said, "What's wrong?"
You were happy that was
but let them be Deshaun Watson was like overachievers, get to us probably nothing. We can't just sit back. Let them get all the hype.
And you know they had a lot of offensive success against you guys last year. Sean threw for about 400 yards. What kind of changes do you guys want to make, or what are you doing differently this year on the defensive side of the ball?
Just have confident forwards in our play. You know, he's a great player and everything. But all we got to do is just have forwards and confidence in our play and just don't beat ourselves and just know the scheme. And the scheme they run.
What kind of impact do you want to have on this game?
It's not just me. I just want everybody to have an impact. Whoever not been shown, I just want them to show up. And it's not about me. I got my shine for real. But it's just
coaches on our staff. When I say long time, I'm saying maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And we actually interviewed him and really liked him. And a lot of times when you interview guys, you come out of it saying, well, I'd really like to hire that guy someday, but maybe in comparison you end up going in a different direction. Then when the opportunity presents itself later on, you have a really good feel about what you'd like to do, and that's certainly what happened in Brent's case.
Did you talk to O'Leary about him at all or not?
Oh, yeah. Several times.
Coach, what do you need to see on last year's national championship game with Dabo Swinney? Betting any kind of dinner?
I haven't seen him yet, but I'm sure he's going to want to get even.
Coach, what are you hoping to see from Jalen this week?
Well, we'd like for Jalen to execute the offense and take what the defense gives, and Clemson has a very good defense and got a very good front. They do a lot of stuff to pressure you. So he's going to have to do a good job of understanding and executing what we need for him to do to have a chance to be successful and take what the defense gives and not try to force plays, not try to force the ball, not try to force. You got to read and see what he's, and just execute and do what he's supposed to do and trust and believe that that's going to help him have the best chance to be successful on that play. And he's had a good week, so hopefully he'll he'll be able to take it to the field on Monday night.
Coach, we know that you don't necessarily like to like your back, but you have deep roots at Michigan State. Second full time as the head coach there, defensive coordinator for a good spell. What did that time period in your career do to help shape what has turned out to be the career that you have?
Well, I think, Michigan State's a place that's very dear to my heart. Because of the relationships that we developed there in the 10 years that we were there, 5 years as a defensive coordinator, which George Perlis was the first coach that gave me the opportunity to be in a position of responsibility, like being a coordinator. And I think that was, very significant in my development as a coach and learning football, because he had been with the Steelers for a long, long time, and they had very, very good defense. So, and then to have the opportunity to be the head coach there for 5 years after being the head coach for 1 year at Toledo, I certainly learned a lot. And I think the number one thing is the relationships. Because we're at the place for 10 years, and if there's any place that probably seems like home,
It is great.
She could have stayed at the
Great. You know, Adam,
very well organized.
it's a big difference. Like I said, you need sound, you need to understand what you're trying to do. They're athletic.
You got another guy that's coming in, so it's kind of weird, but at the same time, it's something that we're gonna have to get used to. I mean, it's something that I would have to have gotten used to next year, because that's what we're gonna deal with next year. So with that, it is what it is. You have complete confidence in Coach Stark. You think he'll do a great job on Monday.
As someone that's not in your helmet and hearing those communications on the sideline, what are some of the differences in one voice to another?
Probably a difference in coaching style and kind of how they approach the game, approach practice as a whole. They're two different people. Lane Kiffin is Lane Kiffin. So I think Steve Sarkisian is Steve Sarkisian. They can't be
not allowing them
They both do a great job.
Biggest difference in their styles. What would it be? I know it's early on the field, and I appreciate that one-on-one interaction where we were exactly on the same page, and so that's what I'm comfortable doing. I just think it's the right thing to do, especially in the short-term situation that we're in. Well, I think for me that the biggest thing was, like we touched on, is that I really found out I love this game, and I've been doing it a long time as a player, then as a coach. It was, when you're not around it, when you're not in the locker room, when you're not showing up, going to work every day, when you're not in spring ball, when you're not in the little kids summer camp in June, when you're not in training camp and you're not planning for training camp, those are things I dearly missed. And this season, being in the role that I was in, I wasn't able to be on the field coaching and doing those things that I love to do. So I think more than anything, it really gave me a point of reference that, I love coaching football. I love being around these players, these coaches. I love the preparation. I love the schematics. I love the emotion of the game. And to have this opportunity again, I'm very grateful for. Life is good. Life is good. Like I said, I'm grateful to Coach Saban and the University of Alabama and the family that we have here, the support that they've given me and the trust that they've given me in this situation to go out and do what I love to do.
At what point, given how that one spread, do you think had been